Pisces, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome to the channel. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe, comment if you feel so inclined, and hit the bell notification button if you wish to be updated. And you have to put the settings on all if you wish to receive the notifications, because sometimes YouTube switches these around, just so you're aware. All right, let's hop straight into this. The way this works here is I receive a channeling for you, which I'll read to you in a second, and also a chanting. It's a light code activation chanting that I'll attach to your extended. It's available over on Patreon for $11.11 if you feel so inclined. Okay, all the links down below. Pisces, my friends, all the cards are pre-shuffled. So, in the chanting, what came through strongly is you've been going at it for a really long time, and there's a need for you to take a break, because it felt like I was chanting way too long, and I knew it as I was doing it, so you're quite aware that you're doing it. However, it's become kind of like a habit, but you need to take your breaks too. You need to rest, Pisces, because there's a lot more joy that comes into your work as you take the time to replenish yourself. And there's a fly that's quite annoying here, and flies are denoting to me to kind of an influence that is really bugging you, and there may be someone or something in your energy field that is like bugging you, and which is why sometimes we start to run, right? Because we don't want to face something that is quite apparent in our life, and then we start to do other things. For example, immerse ourselves in work, and there's nothing wrong with that per se. Just be mindful of it so you don't burn yourself out, okay, babe? Okay, so feeling of comfort is really important right now. At this time for you, aromatherapy might help you. I have like a candle of rose petals here today. It's also like good with the eye, and it's interesting because see the color matching, and this always happens because I of course do the setup before, and we have kind of like a curve here going with the crystals that wanted to come through. It's like a wave of some sort, or like one part of a heart, and you actually have the heart of source as your card, all encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. And it's quite beautiful, but I'll get to that. So rose petals, and there's anything citrus that will light your mood, lifting up your mood. Giving yourself a huge hug is like, you can actually do this because when you're touching your arms and when you're kind of like pressing with your fingers as you're doing this, this is actually helping your brain, because there are nerves that run through your arms that are actually signaling to your brain that it's okay, that everything's good. And you can do this several times a day if you feel like it. You can also roll up like an embryo in the yoga position, put your arms to your feet, to the soles of your feet as you are in that position, because that will bring you a lot of calm as well. There's a nerve called the vagus nerve that is running through your whole body and affecting all of your organs, and you can look that up too, and find a lot of stuff on YouTube regarding this as well, to just calm down your nervous system, okay? Because you've been running for way too long. Clear crystals are very important, like clear quartz, very important. You can bring them into your meditation, and you can set intentions, and something that you would like to manifest. You just set the intentions, you bring the emotions to your stones, to your crystals, and they'll help you bring them in because they enhance it. If you put it to your third eye is more activated. If you put it to your heart, blocks are lifted from your heart. So you can definitely work with these crystals. And I recently found out that there's a possibility, I'm just saying it like that there are entities that are reincarnating in your stones, in your crystals. So if you feel pulled to a certain crystal and that's calling your name, it is probably why, because they have like a contract going with you actually. And it's quite interesting when that happens, because they actually come here to serve you, and it's going away from the human perspective and more into the ethers actually for you here as well. Wow. Okay, we're taking off with that one. I love it, Pisces. So if you don't know how to charge intentions for yourself and what's just the best thing for you right now, you can reach out to me. You can link down below, and I'll attach a little video of how I'm going to charge, or I'm charging intentions, channeling intentions, and charging your crystal with your intentions so you can better work with it in meditation or just as a daily anchor. Everything that you need to know, or for further questions at universalpowertarot@gmail.com if you feel so inclined. All right. Yeah, don't overdo it is just another thing. Just a little bit at a time, as it will make you feel better. Because if you're just being lethargic in your bed, laying around, you're not going to feel better at all. So just do a little bit, for example, cleaning your bathroom or making your bed, just like one thing at a time, because it will make you feel better. It may push you into doing a little bit more, but here again, be mindful that you're not running from things, but rather like one thing is good, just one thing at a time, and then you'll come back to resting, okay? Because that's what I feel is best for you at this time. And don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you've done so much, Pisces, so very much, okay? Okay, and if you push yourself too hard, this will only make you feel angry, because parts of yourself, excuse me, are actually, you know, wanting their right too, wanting their right of rest, wanting not always to be perfect, wanting not always to have achieved. This is the feminine demanding her right as well. This is your body demanding its right as well. Listen to your needs and the needs of your body and honor them, okay? This is going to help you heaps. Just limited action right now is possible, or you will feel you are limited in your actions, and this may make you further angry if you're trying to push through that as well. So again, there's a need for rest. Yeah, not all cards, not all decks are here. That's how I knew that. And the heavy hitters stayed in the boxes. So the Lightworker Oracle, the Isis deck, the Earth Warrior Oracle, they all stayed in their decks. What wanted to come in was the Gateway of Light Activation, my new deck. I'm really happy by Cal Gray that I received that, because it's very helpful. It brings in the higher energies just quite nicely for us. And that wants to be here. So also we're just like rolling with it, but only a little bit at a time. Yeah, you may be feeling like hermiting, and that's good, okay? Just allow yourself to do this, because if you're fighting it, it'll be harder. If you're just like, okay, I'm just totally allowing myself to rest now and to hermit and not to answer the phone, not to answer any emails, it's okay. They can be answered a day or two later, or even later than that. It doesn't matter. It's okay to just take time to yourself. Yeah, and a lot more magical stuff may be coming in for you as you are walking on this earth. It's very interesting, because all of a sudden that switch, and I believe it has to do with the rest, getting enough rest, and then observing yourself and others. You may love to do this at this time, or in general, just observing yourself and others. How do things go together? But at this time, it may be more tiring for you and your body. Maybe in more God damn it, maybe in more need of rest than usual. Yeah, see this? So I'm starting to get impatient with the energies, because I cannot perform the way I would like to perform, but this is because I need rest. And this is, of course, your energies. For those of you that don't know that, I'm so strongly picking up on the energies that I'm actually in the energies. Yeah. Diet is super important. And yeah, the hint here was that they were giving me the hummingbird or the butterfly. They need higher frequency foods, right? They need nectar. So diet is becoming more and more essential and also beneficial for you. For example, fruits and veggies, more of those and less of heavier foods for you, because that'll help like your body with the ascension and with the expansion process that you're currently going through, Pisces. Possibly no animal products, and maybe a juice diet or something like that, right? But just like lighter foods, lighter is what they're giving me, because you're going at a higher rate, like brrr, like this, right? Like the hummingbird. So you need different foods, and this is like a whole adjustment. This came up very strongly in the Capricorn extended, actually. That really wowed me, I have to say, where it's just like a shift where one thing is splitting from the other. So it came through like a hologram. So maybe you should, I don't know how to describe that. It's very hard because it was an interesting shift and split that was happening, and some are going along and the others are not, and I feel you are going along. However, it requires like rest to your body, because like was also mentioned, you're going to experience more and more magic, and more you understand about the energetic workings of this planet. Yeah, that was it. And I feel like I want to push myself, like, get to it already, get to it, let's do it. But this is like internal. Maybe your inner critic or whomever is internally within you, Pisces, that wants to push you to that point, but it's not really beneficial. And again, with the clear quartz, with the rose petals here, maybe you have an oil or like a scented candle. In that way, it's going to be hugely beneficial because it's so feminine, it's so soft. So there's more softness that needs to come in, and that you have the ability to bring in yourself. So the heart of source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. The source of the universe is a gigantic heart. Its beats are angels and beings of light. It is what many call God. It's love that is beyond gender and dogma. It's the infinite experiencing infinity. It's all that is, was, and ever will be. It's love being love and expressing love. It's an energy that can be explained with never fully. It's an energy that can be explained but never fully comprehended. It's where we have all come from and all will return. The strangest part of it all is that we've never left, and this is essential for you right now, that we've never left. It's an illusion. Even though we are spiritual beings having a human experience and may feel that source is separate from us, the truth is that we're always connected, even when we feel we're not. This gateway takes us not upward, but inward. It's the gateway that reminds us, through the gateway of our heart, we are connected to the heart of creation. Not only that, but we exist and express ourselves within that heart. Even though we may be on planet Earth and experiencing Earth as a planet with the Milky Way, all of this and more is actually being expressed by the heart of Source. The vastness of this divine love is inexplainable, but it's who we are. And I just had a really weird moment. It was almost like a deja vu. I was experiencing something twice. So Capricorn may definitely hold something for you. The YouTube version as well, the extended if you're keen, because it's about experiencing something twice, but something shifts, and so you're not experiencing it the same way. So you may have done this lifetime before and had to do a do-over, or wanted to do a do-over, and now something has shifted slightly, right, into something else. And you can say here to connect, you can place your hand on your heart and say, thank you, source of love, for bathing me in your infinite light and for reminding me I am one with all that is. Okay, I'll post the rest of this card, the text, over on Patreon for you to read if you want to. And we'll continue with the tarot here. Tarot of Marseille, yep. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. So this is highly, highly beneficial. Keep doing what you're doing here because it's really working out for you, okay? But remember to keep rest, because this is also a card that can indicate overworking yourself, okay? But it's interesting because now the heart of Source looks like a pentacle here to me. It's beautiful. It's radiant. It's like working from the heart, going from the heart, instead of going from the mind. Aha, okay. Some of you may, this is the Ten of Swords, some of you may really be in your mind energy at this time, and this may be where you're starting, where you're starting to be blocked. Something is bugging you or has been bugging you. I can feel my solar plexus chakra right now, where it's just like, ugh, something's coming up. And we just had the blood moon, total lunar eclipse and full moon in Scorpio. That brought up a lot of deep stuff, and I feel like kind of like sickening a little bit in my stomach, not just a little bit actually, wanting to throw up. So there's a cleansing process that is still going on with this. But it's interesting because they're not saying like one thing is good and the other is not, because they're both, like, Pentacles are just as good as Swords. It's an experience, And you may be starting to see it as such as well. It's just like, okay, it's coming up, let it come up, let it clear itself out, so you can actually step forward and out of those earthly energies. There was something Taurus. I think it had to do with the nodes. I'm not entirely sure, but it's something earthy that is shifting to something more heavenly. Interesting. So Taurus, Pisces is coming up is what I'm getting. And like I told you before, I'm nowhere close to any astrology stuff. I'm just picking up on it. And the way it works for me is I'm coming from the emotional level rather than from the actual book knowledge, or this is not my style, but I love to look into it, so don't get me wrong, it's just like not the way I work. Okay. Here. Some of you may be feeling insecure about the work that they're doing, or maybe feeling like you're not good enough when actually you are. Jesus Christ, you're such a leader, Pisces. Like, believe in yourself. We have the Emperor here. Look at him, like he's so shining. I feel like your future self is gracing us in your reading here, Pisces, and is saying, please, Pisces, look at yourself. Look at what you've accomplished here, my friend. It's like they want to come and give you that embrace that I was talking about, to give to yourself. Call on your future self and really ask them to come in to help you, to show you how they see you. Like, ask them to see you, to see yourself with the eyes of the angels, with the eyes of your future self, like how much they love you, how much they are in support of you, and how great you actually are, Pisces. You are amazing, amazing, and I wish you could feel the energies. I hope you do. Like, what a radiant star you are. Oh my God. You are really radiant, and this is where the heart, like, they're removing blockages from you right now, like from your heart space. I was gonna mention we brought in citrine, so also too, crystals may help you greatly in raising your vibration a little bit at this time, because this can be a funky energy to be in, but just know that this is serving like a different purpose. It doesn't want to keep you stuck in these cycles of not feeling well, right? It's meant to clear it out for you. And fast at that too, Pisces, okay? I'm going to pull more cards for your extended, and we'll see whatever else wants to come through. If you're keen, there's always like a little text over on Patreon that kind of explains what's going on energetic-wise in your extended. It's $11.11 per month if you want to join and help support the channel, but also receive guidance, extra guidance in return, channeling, chantings, activating chantings, and healing rituals of any sort you'll find over on Patreon. All right, my friends? And of course, the gorgeous Patreon community that we have. Thank you so, so much for being here. I appreciate you. From my heart to yours. And we'll see you next time or over on Patreon. Bye, my friends.